All right. I don't know who needs to hear this, but like if you follow me because you're trying to navigate your own pelvic floor issues, whether getting back to running with leakage, prolapse, whatever that is, a little bit of my backstory is that I have navigated all of those things and did it at a time where we don't nearly have the amount of research that we have now. And I don't know what possessed the world to put me in the pelvic health space. This was definitely not part of the plan, but I can't imagine what it would be like to have those issues and not know all the things that I know now. And it took me a really freaking long time to figure it out because again, the data wasn't there. There's so much stuff to figure out. So like when people message and they're like, hey, I have leakage, can you help me? I've literally got no less than 7,000 questions back to figure out what the reasoning is, because you and I can both have the same symptoms and very different reasons why we got there. And part of what I had to navigate with myself, even being in this space, and I even do it now, like if I have leakage at the gym in the morning because we're doing singles, I'm like, all right, well, why is this today? Where are my hormones? Did I go to the bathroom this morning? Am I constipated? What the heck is going on? There's 7,000 things running through my brain, but my brain is very, very used to doing that because it is my literal actual day job. So for me to run through that list, it still takes a hot second. I know what my biases are, meaning I know what my biggest reasons are behind my symptoms. I kind of talk about it like a recipe. Like we all might have a recipe for, chicken soup, but we've all got different ingredients, what we put in our chicken soup, different amounts, and it all tastes a little bit different. And so what my point is this: if you are on here following people and just cherry picking, well, that sounds good, well, let me try this, and everybody's going to promise you that they have the solution, and sometimes you just might be playing whack-a-mole and you get it right. That's completely by chance. And honestly, probably for about a half of people out there, you're gonna find something that somebody says and it probably will work. If you're that person that you have done that, you've tried to DIY, and you've tried all the things, you're like, I can't figure this out, or even you were that good person and you followed all the right rules and you went to see a pelvic floor PT, maybe even you saw it too, and you did all the things and you still aren't any better. I don't want you to feel hopeless. I don't want you to feel mad at yourself, because this is hard. It's taken me a long time, and I continue to have to problem solve because I'm at a different phase in life. I'm perimenopausal now, and I wasn't before, and so there's different variables or different ingredients in my chicken soup, and so it's going to taste different. So what my point is that if you are trying to DIY this by cherry picking stuff off of people's Instagram and you're not getting anywhere, that's where, if you can, to delegate and kick the can to somebody who's used to diving into the problem solving and looking for patterns. And you really kind of have to take that next step. And again, like, it was hard for me to do 13, 15 years ago. And this is my actual job. So think of whatever job that you do that I don't do. And if I asked you a question about that job, you'd be like, no, it's way more complicated than that. This is that. And it wasn't always like that, because our only answer for everything in pregnancy and postpartum was always Kegels. And now we know that it's far more than just strength. So I think the narrative that, it's just weakness and just fix that and you'll be fine, that was a very big oversimplification and a misunderstanding of how all this stuff plays out. So anyway, I say this to give you hope. I say this to let you know that this stuff is hard, it's complex, and it's complex for a reason. We're very intricate systems, and again, half of the time you're probably just going to play whack-a-mole and throw a dart at the dartboard and hope it hits, and it hits, and that's great. But if you're that person that you're like, nope, done all the things and you're still not there, hop in my DMs. I'm happy to help you either find a good provider in your area, or happy to help you kind of chat through some things. If you're listening to this and you are a provider and you're tired of playing whack-a-mole, DM me. We'll chat about Run Strong Again Pro, and I'm happy to chat a little bit further. But it's not your fault. Yeah, not crazy. This stuff is just kind of hard.